guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jane Okoye, and today I am going to be talking about the things that no one tells you about pregnancy, motherhood, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm here to tell you because no one told me. So I'm doing us a service by telling you. Yep, that's what I'm doing here today. Yep, welcome. Take a seat, get popcorn, relax, chill, just get ready, get comfortable because we must talk about it. We must. God. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit that notification button, so that you get notified every single time that I post my video, which is Mondays, Thursdays, and sometimes surprise Sunday. And if you're already part of my family members, welcome once again. Thank you guys so much for always checking out my videos and engaging and building my community with me. I truly do appreciate you guys. So without any further ado, let's get right into today's video. So my first point that no one told me about is breastfeeding. If you watched my breastfeeding video that I did, guys, why didn't anyone give you that information? Why? I want to know. 25-mark question. Why did no one tell me? Honestly, please, I would like to know why biology class was a scam. It was a scam. They scammed me. They wasted my time in secondary school telling me about things that wasn't important. It wasn't, because why wasn't I educated on how to breastfeed? Why wasn't it a course in antenatal classes? What? I have so many questions, guys, but no one to give me the answer. No one to give me these answers. And I really want to know why we do not talk about this as a community, as a women, as human beings, guys, as human beings. Why do we not talk about the pain that you go through, the mental battle that you go through if you can't breastfeed enough, or if you're not producing enough milk due to no fault of your own, because that's just the way your body functions, and you feel so guilty and you deal with so much guilt, and then the pain of the lashing if your baby doesn't have a good lash. And a lot of people do not understand that pain, and then they tell you to just carry on, because I mean that's what you're meant to do as a woman, even though you are visibly in so much pain, even though your two girlies are bleeding. They still tell you to carry on, because that's what their mothers did, and that's what you have to do as a new mom. That it's okay to just be like, listen guys, I can't cure myself. I can't. I cannot. Formula is okay. We make it seem like a formula is this horrible thing that we shouldn't even come close to. Talk less of like eating it. But honestly, guys, we should talk about this more as a community. We should talk about how to breastfeed, like actually taking courses as pregnant women on how to get baby to lash on properly, how to do all this. Because it's not when you finish a C-section that you're trying to come and teach me how to lash. Like, I'm in too much pain to listen to you. I really am, to process what you're telling me right now. It's not after a traumatic normal delivery that you want me to sit down and start lashing. Like, teach me all these things so I know beforehand what I'm getting myself into. Not that I go into battlefield thinking we're going to a gun or a knife fight and you turn up with a bazooka, AK-47. Why? Why? That's one thing that shocked me, that no one told me about, that people do not talk about enough for my liking. For it to be this much of a hassle, this much of a pain, this much of a stress, that you wake up every hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to feed. Like, you do not have time for yourself whatsoever, because by the time you finish feeding baby and you want to put baby down, they're waking up again for the next feeding. By the time you're thinking, okay, I have 5 seconds, get up, time, bring it out, bring out the girls, because why are they in your clothes? Why are they there? That's my number one thing that I am so shocked about. Okay, so this brings me on to my second point, which is how much of yourself you lose. And if I'm being very honest with you guys, I feel like the old me the old Jane didn't come out of that labor room. I kid you not. That's genuinely how I feel. I feel like a lot of me didn't come out. Maybe some came out, but a lot of the old Jane didn't come out of that labor room. She didn't make it out. She stayed there. And you then have to learn this new you, because a part of you truly does die in that labor room. And a part of you through it is born with your baby. And you have to learn that new person while also trying to mourn the old person that didn't make it out. And it's such a mental battle trying to balance the two in your mind. I don't know if I'm even making sense trying to explain this, but that's how I feel. So that's how I'm trying to vocalize it. I'm trying to just make sense of this person you are mentally and this person you are physically, because your body's not the same. I'm still trying to figure out my face doesn't really look the same anymore. My voice doesn't even sound the same anymore. My doing too much. My arms don't even feel the same no more. They just everything just feels so not me. And I'm trying to give myself the grace of it's just been 2 months. It's actually just been 2 months plus. Chill. Like take a chill pill, sis. But that mental battle, guys, it's real. Like you want a part of yourself that is no longer there. And you're trying to love this part of you that to you doesn't even seem like you, but that's what you're physically seeing now. That's what you're mentally, battling now. And we don't talk about it so much. Like you sacrifice so much of yourself for a stranger, in essence, who is a part of you and a part of who you love. And you also have to love this stranger that is now in your physical body, but it's also a new you that has been reborn. I do not know if I'm making sense. I really don't. But that's how I mentally feel about it. And I feel like it's something that's not spoken enough. Like, we need to be very, very vocal about things like this, because I feel like that's why a lot of us, or a lot of women, go through postpartum depression or postpartum, I hate the word depression, postpartum blues. And because it's like you have so much you're trying to figure out, and there's really no one to talk to about it. Because if you talk to our parents, they're like, we've gone through it. No, it's okay, you're all right, it's fine, it's all right. You want to talk to the nurses and doctors about it. They'll not gonna put you down as someone that's lost their mind, and they'll not gonna collect your child away from you. Problem number two. So it's like you can't even trust the system. Can't even trust the system. What's the problem? So it's like, who do you talk about this stuff? Like, no one. It's really between you and Jesus Christ at this point in time. That's it. But if we spoke about it more, people won't be having these issues, or at least they'll feel a bit normal. Because like you speak to other people, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I actually went through that, but yeah, I got past it. But in that season, it's like you're not seeing the rainbow at the end of that tunnel. You're not seeing the tunnel. That's all you're seeing. You're seeing a tunnel, and the tunnel is not looking shiny. It's looking dark. Do you get what I'm saying? But honestly, if you're a new mom like me, give yourself that grace. It's only been a few months. It's only been 6 months. It's only been a year. Give yourself that grace. And once your body feels like, okay, we can start training, we can start working out, we can start just work out, eat clean, do what it is that you can do to feel like you again. Find the things that you enjoy doing. For me, which is like filming YouTube videos, creating content. I'm trying to do them more. Like I might leave baby with my mom to film this. So I just feel like the old me a bit, or I feel like me. I can't really say, I just feel like myself. It's what feeds my soul. And yeah, just feed into your soul and try and learn who you are at this point in time, in this season. Who are you in this season, my love. All right. So my third point is how much your career plan changes, paused, stuck, or whatever it is. It's just you just gotta sacrifice that too. If you're anything like me, I am such a career woman. I wish a part of me was like, I just want to be a housewife. I really wish I was that like, please pay me to be a housewife. Let me just be a housewife and cover my life. Because that's a full-time job anyways. So if I do that and I'm satisfied spiritually, mentally, I'm fed, I'm okay. I would not be out here looking to build my career, looking to build my business. I will sit my ass at home, cuddle up with my daughter, and go on my day, and I'll be fine. But unfortunately, I am not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not that. I like to work. I like to work. I like to do things. And when I'm not doing things, and it seems like everyone around you is growing, moving in the career ladder, doing things that they are meant to be doing at that particular point in their life, and you, because you just gave birth, might feel stuck in that season of not working, of not doing anything, and you feel maybe, for lack of a better word, useless. But listen, guys, it might just be your season to just pause. It might just be your season to just pause, and it's okay to just pause. I'm talking to myself. That it's okay to pause. It's okay to just enjoy the moment of being with your newborn, seeing them grow. Just enjoy that season because trust me, you see that Jesus that we serve, Jesus is a Jesus of overdo. He will overdo when it starts to do his own. That's the thing about him. Is it that career you're worried about? Once it picks up, it's gone clear. And that's what my dad said to me that it's not how far, it's not how soon, or I don't know the word to use. It's not how fast you move, but I will figure it out and put it on the screen. But the point is, when your time comes, your time has come, and that's your season. So your season right now might just be to just be still and enjoy. So as hard as it is, try and enjoy this moment, Jane. I'm talking to myself. Try and enjoy it. It will be okay. It's gonna come to a point where I will go back to my career and I'll be able to grow in that too. And I will look back on this video and be like, see where we are today? See where we started, see where we are. That's growth. And God is going to do it. I know that. But it's just giving myself, once again, that grace to just be still. I wish people, I know people always actually say that you're like, oh no, you can be a good wife, you can be a good mother, you can be a good business person and do all this stuff. But guys, ah, well, I don't know about you guys, but please, at this point in time, all I can balance in my head is to be a good me before I'm even a good wife and a good mother. Like, I need to just be a good me for myself, first and foremost, before I think of all this other stuff. And when I find my balance with the three, I would then add back my career on it. And then I can have everything that I need by God's grace. So, yes, that's my third point, and I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about because this is just these are things that are in my head. I'm trying to like vocalize. So I hope you understand it. Let's go on to my last point. So my last point, or the last thing that no one told me about, is the fact that you will be anxious 24/7. You are worried about everything. Oh, your baby's getting a vaccination. You're getting fever. That's a different worry on its own. You're about to start switching them to formula. What formula do you use? How well do they take to the formula? Is their system okay with the formula? That's a different ballgame. You start thinking about their future. When you look at the news of things happening with people's friendship, you start worrying about what kind of friends they will have. May their friends never bring them harm. May they always, like there's so many things that you're anxious about. But I know that anytime I feel that feeling, I just pray. But like no one told me that you would literally be worried every second. Like If this girl sleeps for more than as she's sleeping, I just be touching her, shake. Like, yep, you're moving. Okay, moving on. I'll come back in an hour again, shake. You're moving on. Like it's like you worry about everything. It's getting cold. It's like, are you too cold? Are you too warm? People are like, midwives are like, oh, don't co-sleep. But like, she only wants to sleep next to me. What do I do? You guys, just know you will turn to a bag of worry. That's what. Just know that your whole being and your whole essence now is worrying. You're going to be worried for the rest of your life. Like you just, but there's nothing you can do with that worry but just to take it to God and pray about it. So it's like at this point in time, I catch myself praying about everything as little as, oh God, let the food just go down well with her, or let me be able to produce enough milk for her to like feed for today. Like at this point, it's only Jesus though, because my mind cannot. This is one mind of my own. This is my mind. It's occupied. Is or anxiety. I used to think I had anxiety before. This period. If you're an overthinker like me, my dear, carry popcorn and sit down because you go overthink well this season. You will use overthinking and do Christmas presents. Because what do you mean? Guys, you will wake up in the middle of the night and just start praying. Who is attacking you? No, no. You just be praying. Hey God. Ah, guys. Like I remember, like I used to like look at my mom like, wow, like she used to pray a lot. She still prays a lot. Midnight prayer, she will be praying, find up them prayer. I was like, God will still hear your prayer anyway. Now I understand. I get it. Pray away, mommy. Pray away, child. Pray away because it's a lot, guys. It is a lot. In case you do not know, it's a lot. Let me tell you. You guys need to be carrying signboard. Like I feel like if we actually spoke about these things as a community, as women, and just as a group of individuals and human beings, we can create a community where there will be less postpartum depression, postpartum blues, because we don't talk about this kind of thing. People now feel crappy about their inner thoughts that they might feel like, oh, they're not good enough as a mom, or they're not doing enough as a mom. And I'm here to tell you that, my dear, whatever it is that you're doing is more than enough. Every day that you show up, you're showing up, even if to you that's 40%, to us it's 100% because you're showing up for your child. You're showing up for yourself. And that's more than enough. You're doing so good. Like you're killing this motherhood stuff, you're killing it. If you're a dad, you're killing it. Like mothers, look, you are killing it. You're doing so well. Give yourself that grace that you need. Give it to yourself and just stop overthinking like I am and speaking to myself too. And whenever you need help, ask for help because this life, we're not doing it alone. If you have your parents around, if you have your siblings around, if you have friends that you trust, then for sure, like if you just need an hour, like if my mom is not around, like I can leave sugar mama with my sister and I'll just go into the shower for like an hour or more. I'll play music, or some days I just sit there, put on like gospel music and just pray and just spend time with me, like. And I come out and I realize that once I do that, I come out and I just feel refreshed and I feel okay to continue, because if I don't have those moments daily, I might lose my mind. If I don't have moments like this where I can give sugar mama to my mom and just, come down and film my YouTube channels without worrying what's going on with her, I would be going insane by this time. But I'm not afraid to ask for help anymore. Like, I am gonna ask for help. I need the help. Help me. Help me. So, yes, these are things I wish someone told me about motherhood, about this journey that you just literally get thrown into without heads up. Yep, that's what I wish someone told me. So I'm here to tell you. So if you're a parent, please comment below what shocked you, what you had to learn on job, what you didn't expect to happen, but it did happen, and you just have to adjust and move on. And let's talk and communicate and build ourselves a team of community that is safe and open, that we're able to speak about these things without any judgment and just pure love and openness, that we do not feel like we're doing this thing alone. Because if you feel like you're doing it alone, guys, you're not. I promise you this. A million and thousand one of us out there figuring the, figuring it out every second, every day. We're taking it an hour per hour, but we're getting it done and we're still showing up, and that's all that matters. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to, see you guys back in my next video. Please do comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video to the people that you would like to share this video to. And yeah, let's meet back again in a few days to see what we have to talk about again. So I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye guys.